Greetings, everyone. Angry Ragtimer here. Happy Monday. We're here for some something a little bit different, some little fun, and we're just having a good time. I'm here with the one and only General Stonewall himself. Say hello, General.
Hello, General.
Excellent. General is also the one responsible for the lovely thumbnail you're seeing right now on the screen. And
yes, I'm so glad you like it.
Yes, I want to use it for everything. So
I will note that your banana crew thing for your actual channel is currently sitting over the Suffering Southern watermark down in the bottom right corner.
Oh, jeez.
But all good.
But yeah, so we're doing something a little bit different today. We're going to talk about my plans for my G-Scale outdoor layout. We've been talking about like a planning stream for a little bit. I know Zimzam's been pushing for one, but Zimzam's not here right now, so we're going to do it without him. And currently we've got, just the usual kind of crew chilling out. And we're going to start with that, then we'll transition over to having some lovely, probably some train games. But yeah, good to see some of the usual crowd. JSG Inc., hello, and thank you for gifting the one Angry membership. Pepsi Doggo, welcome. Grimsdale, welcome. 604 Oaks got a membership, thank goodness. Big Bad John, hello. Tultree, love the thumbnail. Yes, hello, Tultree. Tultree, if you want to, you can get your butt in here so you can also join along for the fun.
Yeah, I was going to make a comment about you didn't even get the stream started and you were already getting gifted subs.
Yes, and I appreciate it. I don't know why the stream overlay is not working on this image, but it did on my end for what we're about to talk about.
The image is just so overpowering. It just, the aura it gives off.
I say, boy, we can't have them overlays. They'll be overdone.
Boy, I say, boy, no one will take over my screen time, boy. You're gonna listen to me when I'm talking to you, boy.
Exactly. So, with that said, I think it's time to get on to the main event. Talk about the White Pass. And why is my phone on? Someone needs to stop calling me for their spam. All right, I'll turn that off. So yeah, we're here to talk about
your car's extended warranty.
Yes, we're talking about my White Pass's extended warranty. I almost said extended memory. And Pepsi Doggo, thank you for subscribing.
Warranty.
So, with that said,
excuse me, sir, do you know about your locomotive's extended warranty?
Yes. So now let's talk about the White Pass and my overbearing love for it, and what we're hoping to do with my G-Gauge layout. So, for those who don't know, the White Pass in Yukon, scenic railway of the world, gateway to the Yukon, best train ever. Fight me on that.
Says the man working for the Broad Top.
Says the man working for the East Broad Top, who was sold his soul to the East Broad Top. But I've been fascinated with the White Pass since I was a kid. I actually did a report on the White Pass in 4th grade.
Did you really?
I did. When they had I guess in history class, they had to have presentations about, stuff in history that you found interesting. And, JSJ Inc., thank you so much for gifting some memberships here. But I remember I taped a PBS special on the White Pass, and then you know how you had like the overhead projectors, and you would have stuff like printed out like the route map and some of the engines, some of the history, with the Klondike Gold Rush and all that. So there was a whole thing with it. So I've always had a like for the White Pass. This was long before I knew about the East Broad Top. So with that kind of background, that the White Pass has been a part of my life, let's talk about some of the stuff that I have. So obviously,
Mike is Bay.
There it goes. This is my pride and joy of my collection. My outdoor model railroad is going to be themed to the White Pass in Yukon. It's going to start small, get bigger from there. But this is the bay. For those who remember it, This was the White Pass locomotive that we showed off in the 500 subscriber showcase, which that was so long ago. My goodness.
I just had a side thought of what you should name your locomotive.
What?
You should name it Michael Bay because Mike is Bay.
Oh my god. General Limes. Limes to you. I hate
Sorry.
you. Hate you so much.
That was. I'll take me about to die in karma, or die because of allergies. Karma.
Yes. So yeah, this first part, I'm just gonna show you what I have, and this is also going to include non-White Pass equipment. So don't worry. But obviously, this is the Pride and Joy. This is my LGB and Aster 282 Mikado number 73. It's beautiful. She's pretty. If you want to see it in action, go watch the 500 subscriber video.
Came in a big wooden box too.
It did come in a big wooden box. Hold on, it's my stream. Yeah, crap, it's freaking out. Okay.
Technical difficulties.
There we go. All right. So, as part of that, I not only have White Pass Steam, but I also have White Pass Diesels. So this is one of the 101 class engines, number 109. That was the one that I won in that online auction that everyone was very into. God, 2 months ago now? 3 months ago?
You're still showing the mic, by the way.
What the hell? Okay, there we go.
Now you're showing.
Got it now.
You're showing
We're good.
Okay.
Figured it out.
Also, Jonathan Coleman, those are lemons, not limes. Get it right.
Yes. So obviously have a little bit of both power, but then to make it even better, obviously there's more to that. On the left is the other 100 class or 101 class. What the fuck is this going on with? 101 class engine that has the different paint scheme, the 110. That's the one that I ended up buying at a hobby shop over Christmas break. So great looking diesel, not a goofy looking diesel, JSJ Inc. These diesels are pretty, and you will love them.
They are pretty for 3-foot gauge diesels. They're pretty.
Sadly, they will not fit on the loading gauge of the broad top, but I've told them we should buy one.
Well, I mean, you could at least buy a smaller version and style it after it. Like buy the 101 series light edition.
Yeah, I can't, unfortunately.
Dress up M5 or M7 as.
God, I would love that. And on the right, obviously, is one of the cabooses I have. That's sort of their, not quite a bobber, but a four-wheel caboose, featuring the kind of like the Northern Eagle. I don't know what they call it, but it has huge-ass class lamps. So.
Do they light up?
Yes, they do. They do light up under power, which is beautiful. Moving on, obviously we have faster cars. So we have... I hate that Google Slides is being a douche right now.
No, it's going... It looks fine.
Okay.
It looks fine on the end.
It's freaking out. But obviously I have a Combine there. I've got another passenger car. We'll take a look at that momentarily. But I love... These are from Bachmann. Bachmann's, for whatever reason, seems to have like the White Pass pasture equipment. The LGB and other companies seem to have all the other stuff. So, with that said, let's look at some of the other stuff. So here is a bunk car. I think I got this bunk car... No, this was an online one too. But there's a whole series of these like work cars. This is the only work car I own currently, but the others are on the list of I would love to get one day, but that is when I have the budget and finances to be able to do that. You can also see one of the 101 class in the background. Here's one of the tank cars. You can see the 101 class a little bit there. Again, with kind of the Eagle logo that they have. And in the back, it's one of the container flats. And that is a container flat that I bought when I was hanging out with my friend Midland 1072 Productions. And it was also when I was hanging out with my friend General Stonewall and my friend Tultry.
Also hanging out, and Boo Mario. Well,
yes.
Actually, no, Boo wasn't there yet.
Boo was not there yet. Boo was not a part of my White Pass Palooza.
He got spared the hobby shop at the Berg.
Yes. But you can see in the background of this one here, here's a couple of cars. The two in the back, the caboose and the container flat I both got at the hobby shop outside of Strasbourg. So that was part of my White Pass Palooza. And then you'll see I got 2 other box cars. I got the baggage green car, the Gateway to the Yukon car there, and then just a standard red box car. Both of which are just really nice cars. I really like them a lot. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a foamer. I just like, they're actually really well crafted. LGB is really good cars. And then on the left, you can see I ended up with 2 Lake Tootsie cars, or Tootsie cars. So,
Tootsie Roll?
Yes. So I'm debating whether I want to then like renumber, relabel it. That way I've got another car number, because it's just like a generic coach, essentially.
You could just have them sitting on 2 separate tracks doing like the Spider-Man meme.
God. You! No you!
No you!
Exactly. So, yeah. So that's some more of the stuff there. Here's another coach, the Lake Spirit, also a Bachmann. Lovely, lovely car. I believe this came in one of the big hauler sets, because Bachmann did do a passenger White Pass set, but this car also came separate. So that was good. You can also see the reflection of a Diet Pepsi in the corner. I just realized in the photo.
Right?
That's a Diet Pepsi can right there. Now you know what I drink. Ha ha ha. So Lake Spirit. And then here's the Lake Bennett, the parlor car, which has the drum head on the back.
Which is very nice.
I really like that car. I think that also came out of a set, but it was sold separately. So fun stuff there. So I have like a 4-car passenger set right now. Here's a little bit more of the White Pass engines on my little test track I have in my basement. You can see the size of the cars and the engines. They're pretty freaking big. That steam engine's almost 3 feet long.
Yep.
And the diesels are roughly, probably 1.5 feet, 2 feet?
Somewhere around there, yeah.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, does any of your equipment have Katy couplers?
None of them are Katy couplers. They either have the Bachmann kind of crappy couplers, or they have the LGB style clip couplers.
Are you planning on upgrading to Katy couplers?
I'm thinking about it, but that's a future down the road. The main problem is the like the back of the steam engine only has a clip coupler, and the diesels, the way their front pilots are set up, can only have a clip, but the rear one I think can be switched out. So I might just have to have an idler car between them.
That kind of sucks.
But I don't know. I'm also thinking I might just do clip couplers because they're a little bit safer and they might hold together better. But
yeah,
we'll see. Moving on, here's another shot. Slightly different arrangement of cars behind the 2 diesels. I do want to get more diesels because they do have other numbers, which we'll see later on. But for right now, I've got plenty of motive power, especially because the 109 and the 73 have DCC and sound, and the 73 has smoke. So I can, it's very flexible. The 109 has DCC, it doesn't have smoke, but it has all the sounds and lights, all that sort of stuff. So it's a really nice model.
I think Big Bad John is trying to tempt you with a Shay.
I would love to have a Shay in my collection, but I do not have the money for a Shay. Especially because the Shays I want are all like really nice quality, and I do not have the money for that stuff right now. So, oh boy. Moving on. Here is another engine that is not White Pass that happens to be in my collection. This is a New York Central GP7.
Different scale too.
No, that's G.
I mean, it's G gauge, but it's different scale, because isn't the White Pass equipment technically like whatever 3-foot gauge is on G
I'm not sure.
What is that, F scale?
It's not quite F scale, but
somewhere probably in between.
Yeah, somewhere between. But I got this off of someone who also works for the East Broad Top. I'm tempted to sell it, honestly, because it doesn't really fit the scope of what I have. But
Foreign power.
Yeah, exactly. But it is a really nice quality engine. It's a USA Trains model.
Looks nice.
It does look nice, and it works really well.
And it looks like it has actual, like, good... Are those Bachmann couplers or are those Katy couplers?
I think they might be Katy.
Okay.
But it does have smoke. It has sound. I haven't gotten the smoke to work yet. So I'm wondering if I need me to take that to get looked at, but
You got oil in it?
it does have oil in it, yes.
Does it have gas in it?
Ain't got no gas in it. But
Have you checked the blinker fluid?
I need to go get more wiper juice though. But yes, that's there. Also, in behind, you can see a model of a house that my. What if someone donated a Shay? I mean, Big Bad John, you're starting to tempt me, and I give in the temptation easily.
Also, Toltry is saying to turn your New York Central into the Lime Train.
Oh God. Now Frisco's also saying I need to turn it to the banana train. But the banana train's a different model, guys. Like.
And Jonathan Coleman's telling me to tell you to have a conversation for Clip and the coupler.
Oh gosh, well, I think we're having that conversation right now. But also behind that, you can see an ON30 set, which is a little broken right now. It is a Bachmann ON30 of.
Ooh, I can give you ON30 stuff. Ooh.
Oh, I know you could. I don't need the ON30. I would love Shays and Climaxes and Heislers and G though. That's yeah. By the way, here's another photo. Here's some other cars I have. This is my Christmas layout in my basement. So there is the ON30 kind of running around doing its thing, and then there is a Napa Valley wine train critter. I think my grandfather gave that to me for Christmas one year.
It's a critter.
So I have that critter. You'll notice there's a Durango and Silverton narrow gauge boxcar behind it. 2 East Broad top coaches, including one of them's the 20 car. And then EBT caboose number 27. So that was my Christmas setup, which was also what I was planning to put on display at the East Broad Tops train station this year, but I like the German stuff a little bit better for that. So that was my kind of setup in my home. There's another angle of stuff now that it's not moving.
You know, I had a brilliant idea for what you could do for your next winter layout at the EBT. Just kind of take like your White Pass locomotive, right? Number 73. Just kind of put a post-it note on the side that says EBT.
Oh my God.
And just run it around.
Oh dear Lord. Well, I don't know if the EBT would have enough room because it needs like the 10-foot radius curves or 10-foot diameter.
It actually needs bigger than that. It needs like 15s.
You don't know that.
All you need to do is set it up to run a loop around the station.
Yeah, the entire station.
Better yet, you could just run it right there in the little area behind the station where all of the food vendors set up.
Yeah, when it's freezing cold out. No thanks. I want it where it's warm.
Also, hi Angry. Hi General.
So hello.
Hi,
so yeah, there's another angle of the critter and my Christmas layout.
Why does the critter look like just the cabin nose of an RS1?
Yeah. So now we get to some stuff that was set up at the East Broad Top over the winter. So if you came into the station, the model train you saw was my model train. So that is an LGB 2015D. What's the model number on it? But a German 040 with a powered tender and a passenger consist. The things, though, I want to show off are the buildings, though. So I think I've talked about this on stream. I know I've told you guys. But the buildings are all scratch built by my great uncle, who's currently 106. He's still kicking. But what he would do is he would look at the pictures in like Pico catalogs or LGB catalogs or all those and say, great, I'll build those myself. And that's what he did.
I don't need no plastic kit.
Exactly. So
I'd be afraid to see what he could do with a 3D printer.
Yes. Also, I think it's fair to say that if you do come to the EBT and see the nice train layout that's there over Christmas, please obey the sign of do not touch the train layout.
Yeah, no touchy.
Yes.
Only look, no touch.
Exactly.
There's plenty of other stuff to touch, including nice caboose No, wait, never mind.
No, the nice caboose t-shirts no longer exist.
No longer available.
Maybe come back someday.
Top. Possibly. Maybe a cameo.
We'll see. But this was just the Lupa track. I really like the German locomotives too. It's what I kind of grew up using. These were the first. This one and another one was like the first G gauge I ever had. So I really like this stuff, and hopefully we'll have more of it. And then the other one, which I could have gone downstairs and taken a photo, but I was too lazy. This is an LGB 2080S.
Okay.
And Icer, we are getting to the layout plan. This is kind of the preview of what I have, and then I'm going to show you the plan here. So stay tuned. Don't worry, we're getting there. So this is an LGB 2080S. It's a German, it's like a narrow gauge German tank engine, which I forget which line there's one of these that runs on, but I know it exists in real life. It's a 262T, and it has lights, it has sound, it's got smoke. It's a really nice model. And I just got it fixed up. I haven't run it yet, but I just got it fixed. So I need to test it probably maybe over the weekend or something. But,
also, you got a question from Jonathan Coleman.
And I mean, if you want to take a picture of the HO one, go ahead and send it in the Angrydome. But I know the HO stuff won't be compatible with G. So, but yeah, this was my favorite of the locomotive, so I'm hoping it works after this repair. If not, one of my future things will probably be buy another one and put the other one in a glass case because it was owned by, again, my 106-year-old great uncle. So now with all of that said, now let's take a look at the actual layout. So this is my kind of phase one thinking. And all of the curves on this layout are 10-foot radius. So not diameter, so they're 10-foot curves. And the idea is, at the top of the screen, that is the wall of my home, like the outside wall. And then you'll see there's a couple of these squares. You're like, what the hell are the squares? Those are posts for where the deck of my house sticks above it. So the idea is some of the layout will be underneath the deck, some of it will be out below it. And I have a passing siding here that, will kind of just be like a temporary, pass there. I might be able to insulate it that way. I could turn one train on, one train off. All the squares are square feet. So the idea is we have a staging yard in the back that has 3 tracks that I can then walk around, not have to bend over too far and actually get this set up. And then once they're ready, have a control box somewhere around here, and then off they go, and they'll run around the layout, and then kind of have like a weird dog bone shape layout, I guess is the way to call it.
A little bit of one.
But that way it starts to stick out, because the idea also is, like, right here is the door that comes out of my home for my, on the very top right is the door that comes out to where I have a walkout basement. So the idea is this will be a raised platform, essentially 2.5 feet off the ground. And then I'll have a patio, kind of like phase 2 is to build a patio out here. That way I can have a nicer fire pit set up and kind of a nicer overall setup out here. But I really want to get the G gauge running this year if I have any way to make that happen.
Icer the Blue Lion, if you know someone like that, please send them our way, because I will gladly take advantage of it too.
Yes. So, to give you an actual visualization, please don't reverse search my my home to find out where I live. But this is the area. So you'll see that the door actually comes out. It has an angle to get out. But kind of around where the firewood is stored, that would be where the layout would kind of start from. And then you see it would be able to travel along the front. And then by the last pole on the end of the deck, that's where it swings out. And then would kind of form where the edge of the patio is. And you can see my fire pit's kind of where I want a fire pit to be in the future, but that's kind of the area that we're looking at for doing this. And here's kind of your side angle of that. You see the house does slope away a little bit, so I would need to raise it up a little bit more.
Or just have a grade.
No, I'd prefer not to have a grade. Probably have it flat for this part.
Also, should be noted, now you get to see Angry's massive deck. Just
Yes, look at
unsolicited
my deck.
pics.
My deck is amazing.
Deck pics on screen.
Yeah.
Such a big deck.
Yeah. So the idea is, again, like the trains would kind of, one track would run on the outside of the pole, one would run on the inside. So that's kind of the general idea of what I'm trying to do with it. Now, here's the thing.
Oh.
Ignore the fact that there's a snow plow that's actually plowing snow. Here's something I actually wanted to throw out to you guys, and you guys including the community. I'm trying to figure out what might be best for me to actually have the raised platform be. Because I don't want to keep it, what was I saying? Like, I want to have it raised off the ground like 2 to 2.5 feet, kind of like this. So that way, A, I don't have to bend over as far. B, if it's built strongly, you can almost lean up against it, like if you're sitting by the fire pit. Obviously, when the trains aren't running, like the trains would be up right against the edge of the be in a little bit. But I'm trying to think whether I want to do that with pavers, or whether I want to do that with like landscaping railroad ties, or something else. So I'm gonna put a little thing in the chat here, a little
My
poll.
thought with it would be if you did it with like railroad ties or landscaping timbers, you wouldn't be able to get the really nice curves like you could do with like bricks or paving stones. Plus, bricks or paving stones or something like that would be, sort of, I guess you could call it a buy once, cry once, because you wouldn't have to worry about them rotting out or attracting bugs or anything like that.
Yeah.
So to show you another option, here's another layout that has like the bricks or the tile.
Now, I would ask this though. This is not your permanent plan, right?
Well, this is like phase 1, and then it would build off of this.
So that would be the thing before you commit to buying a whole bunch of stone, I would say. Or a whole bunch of like material to wrap around the whole thing. Is I would figure out like how much do you really plan to expand, and where would you expand from, so you don't just like build up this really nice wall and then have to tear it back down.
Yeah. Well, I think this would always be like going back to the layout. Like this, I would always have the staging yard under the deck. But then if this is heading, kind of down by where you could kind of see the air conditioning unit is, then I don't have a picture of my full backyard on here, but I've got room to then go out, but I'm also thinking that it can then go out further in the backyard. I've got 2 acres to play with. But
you would almost extend off of that curve. And
I would extend off of the curve in the bottom left of this image.
Yeah. That's what you have to modify. No matter what wall you put there, it's not going to be like you're modifying the whole thing.
Yeah.
Unless you decide to put a cool water feature in the middle near your passing track.
Well, the thing is, if I do expand, my thought would be maybe I go like more straight track off the curve, off of that switch, and then have it curve out. So that way that might become thinner to have a longer inside area in the patio. But that's a future, thing to consider.
So essentially kind of split the difference of where the 2 tracks are now.
Yeah. So that's kind of the idea. Like there's 2 pictures here of like paving stone or like a nice, like brick area. Here's another one, which I realized the picture is kind of grainy. But this was another idea I saw where it's essentially a couple of like 2x8s, I think, and then bigger posts that kind of ground into the ground, so that way it looks like it's more contained.
Yeah.
This could be 2x6s.
They might be 2x6s, but
I will say, doing that kind of plan right where you do the 4x4s and then 2x6s, you have to make sure you get those 4x4s pretty deep down into the ground. Otherwise, the weight of whatever mulch or dirt or stone you put in the middle will bow them out and it won't look good.
So I've talked a little bit with some of the people who work at the EBT about this. I think the idea would be for the flower beds, I would try to put like either large rocks or like cinder block or just blocks in general. That way, it's not 2.5 feet deep of soil. It's like 2 feet of cinder block, and then only 6 inches of soil. That way, it's deep enough for plants, and then the tracks are on top of that with obviously like a trench build out that I can then put gravel in. That'll help with drainage.
Have you considered gravel underneath?
I've thought about it. Like, obviously, I would have to find a way to drain it if I need to have a drain.
I mean, that would be... I heard that it's really good if you're trying to have a garden to, like, put a layer of gravel underneath whatever topsoil you put on top of it. Specifically for that reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, we're still in the design period. Yeah, and if you guys have ideas for, like, what your local G-Gauge club or other things have, please feel free to put it in the Discord. The link for the Discord, if you're not in there, is in the description. But, I'm open to all ideas and, like, suggestions if you guys have more experience in that. Because I have all the great ideas, but I just need to get my rear end gear to actually build the damn thing. But that said, I also got some costs, or yesterday actually, of what like railroad landscaping ties would probably be, and we're looking around $1,000 for what I would need to do, which is not cheap.
It's not cheap, but it's not as bad as initially thought either.
Yeah.
All things considered, yeah.
I kind of anticipate that between soil, stone, whatever, I'm probably looking about like $2,000 to help like get this off the ground. But
I mean, considering the scale of what you're trying to do, that doesn't sound bad.
Yeah. So what that means is Angry is going to pay down his debt. That way he can then afford to spend $2,000 to build G-Gauge outdoor layout. And I will probably film it or film parts of the construction of it so y'all get to see it. And maybe I'll lure my friends over to help build it with booze and food. And
don't tempt me with a good time.
Oh, I might.
I was about to say
we can continue our game of Monopoly too.
Yes.
Ooh. That you should. You know what? You should videotape. We should maybe try to do that one night as a special if you wanted to.
That would be fun.
That would be fun.
That would be a lot of fun.
And Angry is well aware, Midland can be very easily tempted with offers of food.
Yes. So now this comes into the kind of the last point here of well, if and when Angry does expand, what does he want to do? So obviously there are other White Pass equipment I can get. And this layout that I've seen online is like mainly White Pass themed, and it's beautiful. But it's indoors, so obviously I can't do half the stuff that they're doing. But you see the well, JSJ Inc., thank you. Thank you very much for that. But, they have the 103 diesels, which are another paint scheme. I almost won one of those like 2 months ago, and I'm kind of glad I didn't. Mainly just for not spending more money at the moment, try to pay down what I got first. But then you can also see there's like other White Pass cabooses and other stuff that I could look at. And of course, plenty of other railroad stuff too.
There's a porter.
Yes. Other stuff in here. Here's a few other White Pass cars that I would love to get at some point. They have the 903 caboose in the actual green and yellow scheme, which is my favorite of all the White Pass schemes. The 903 caboose, I've got a similar one, but not in that paint scheme, and I actually really like it. And then there's also a White Pass boxcar like that, which is pretty nice. I think it was made by Delton, I want to say. Most of the stuff I'm looking at is LGB, which LGB is expensive, but it's really good quality. So that's like short list of stuff. Other things, there's a flat car that gets also by Delton that has a trailer with White Pass container stuff. There's also the ore cars, which they sell as 4-car sets, which would be fun in the future to get. Then you're also looking at
The rotary.
future things. So here's a White Pass rotary snowplow.
Is it functional?
I'm not sure.
I think it like is if it's light and powder. If it's like thick
It looks
and
functional.
if it's like wet, if it's the wet heavy snow, it's not. But if it's
Okay.
powdery snow, it can be.
Let me put it this way. I'm sure that I could probably figure out a way to make you a functional rotary snowplow if we really, really wanted to.
Oh gosh, we might have to. We might have to go
Yeah,
down that road, General.
We could probably figure that out.
Yes. Other cars, obviously you can see there's another White Pass Goose. There's a bunch of White Pass stuff that I'm not showing here, but this is like the easiest thing I could find with pictures on the internet.
The combos.
Yeah, the Comboost, which actually is really nice. I think they call them. There's a specific name.
Oh yeah, pagoda.
No, like not a Dreyfus. Maybe it is
I thought it was
Dreyfus
like a-
caboose.
I thought it was like a pagoda caboose or something.
Yeah, there's a specific name, whatever it is. And then I know some people have mentioned, hey, there's other White Pass steam engines you could get. So there's the Bachmann Spectrum series, they're 280.
Outside frame.
Outside frame, which the White Pass does have still number 69, which is a White Pass outside frame in Connie.
Nice.
The only thing I've heard is that sometimes with Bachmann, the gearboxes on them are shit. So
I can attest from Bachmann 0-30 Shays and Climaxes and or other geared locomotives.
you know, and the sad thing is when you're looking at a lot of these cars, like the steam engine here is probably between $600 to $900 depending on where you get it from. The combo bag at the Comboost is like probably $150 to $200. The rotary was $250. And all these individual cars are anywhere from $100 to $300. And then engines, when you're looking at them, are depending on where you get them from, what quality, you're looking at $350 to $1,500 per engine.
Live Steam.
It can always be worse.
Thank God I've not gone the live steam route.
Yet.
Yes. But yeah, that's kind of the short version of what I want to do with the White Pass. Yes,
And just
Vermidius,
like
Vermidius. I'm sorry, I probably just
You
just
smell
stroked
toast.
out.
Do you smell toast?
Buttered
You're
toast,
okay, Angry.
gravy.
Buttered toast.
But yes, thank you for coming to my TED Talk about the White Pass. I will take any questions about my sanity.
I mean, I think you're perfectly sane.
Yes. Matter of fact, we embrace the insanity.
Yes.
I came very close to embracing the insanity myself.
Sometimes you just gotta embrace it and see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're
Right.
looking at like the point of like, I've got the vision, we've got the basic stuff to get going, and we'll go from there. Bandon, how about a model of White Pass Yukon 81? How about this, Bandon? You get me another one of those Aster White Pass 73 models, and I will renumber it 81. I say
that's a
that
big
knowing
ask.
that model is $2.5 to $5,000,
Yes.
and I found it on the low end of that.
You're encouraging things beyond your control.
Yes.
You could repaint your little critter into number 1.
Good.
But
Or number 2.
yeah, G-Gauge is expensive, but I've always wanted my own garden railroad. I've wanted that since I was a kid. So I'm hoping that over time I will be able to afford that and make it happen. So thank you for coming to my TED Talk. So with that said, Jen, shall we play a game?
Say Toltry. Yes.
What game should we play?
Thanks to Boo Mario, the wonderful Boo Mario. I am now able to spread democracy if you wish to spread democracy.
Oh, and the recently liberated game.
Yes.
I'm not feeling Helldivers tonight. I'm thinking something Choo-Choo related.
Well, we have Old Reliable.
I mean, Old Reliable always is what people seem to like.
We could also do the game we dare not speak of.
Ooh.
I do not have that game.
You don't have online.
No. In fact, I uninstalled it to the point where I would have to buy it again in order to play it.
Oh, you completely refunded it.
Yes.
Oof.
So if we're doing
By the way,
Choo-Choo games, I would highly prefer...
By the way, you are streaming your analytics right now, by the way.
Wait, what?
At least on... Oh, never mind.
At least
Not
on
on
Discord,
Discord.
you're streaming.
No, you're good.
You're on
Live stream
Discord.
can't see anything. You guys are.
Mm.
All right. Railroads online. No, sorry, Railroader. 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 It is.
So you do not
are
wish to spread
railers.
democracy. Okay.
Not tonight.
Okay.
Boy.
Yes, this is our new change screen, by the way. Just so
Yeah.
beautiful.
I'm so glad I made that.
Yes. It turned out really well.
All right, here we go.
Is that what detail where?
Same as last time.
Struggling to remember. I will find it in Stream Rating channel.
Is it even up yet?
It's up. All right. So the question is, where the hell are my trains? Train!
How do
Train.
you lose a train?
I said, boy. Lost a train, son. All right, so we're here on the Blue Ridge and Western.
We are.
Where's my locomotive?
Actually, that's a damn good question. Okay.
Timitana! Where's the train, Timitana?
I swear I left it around here somewhere.
That's right. I remember some of these are a little borked.
What do you mean a little warped?
A little. Forked.
General. So we
Connie.
have 3 trains. We got 3 people.
I am dealing with number 3.
Okay, so. General, do you want the 282T or do you want the freight locomotive for long haul?
Yes. We still have a whole bunch of stuff going to Appalachian Hardwood.
Yes.
Let me ask this: which do you prefer, Mr. King of the Railroad?
I'm good either way. I'm currently in number 1, backing down.
Where is the 282?
Backing into the yard here because I need to start moving logs. Ooh, 4 C25s. Yeah, ISO, that does sound nice. I take it from you whistling on that locomotive that you want it?
Perhaps.
Okay.
I like the log and Mikado. Why is it brown?
So about
Don't
that,
ask questions. Don't ask questions.
What'd you do to my poor logging Mikado?
there might have been a high-speed collision with this locomotive.
Don't ask questions.
All right. So if you've got number 1, I'll grab number 2.
Just use
And,
abuse the poor Mikado. Midland, you should be crying in rage.
No, it's the logging. It's the Mikado tank, therefore I don't care.
Wow, what a jerk.
Wow.
Oh yeah, that's right. I still have the Polar Express whistle on number 2.
What whistle's on this one right now? Oh yeah, I put that on here.
All right. So we'll do some of the long haul stuff, and then we'll get this engine fixed up. So let's talk about the strategy here. We got $2,000 of debt that we got to pay down. and then once it's paid down, I'm thinking of investing in signals. And then, do we need another locomotive? Because here's the thing, like,
I mean, if you want to start running dedicated passenger trains, maybe.
Well, that's the thing. We have one dedicated passenger train. If you got another parlor car and another engine,
so we
you
have
could run
5
two.
cars on there now.
Yeah. But if you got another parlor car, we could split it into 2 3-car sets, and then have another engine, and we could have 2 trains.
But do we have the traffic to justify that?
That is the question.
Yeah. Number 1, be advised I'm coming out onto the siding in front of you. And Big Bad John, so the only 2 people that own Railway Empire 2 right now are myself and Boo. And we found out that the multiplayer is not competitive, it's cooperative. Which is interesting for a campaign game like that. You know, we definitely want to play it more. We'll probably play it sometime this week, but maybe not on stream tonight.
Are you backing away to go to the...
Yeah, I'm backing away to grab my cars.
Do you need polar water?
No, I'm good.
Okay, I'm gonna just top off my stuff while you're occupied with that.
Okay. And yes, Big Bad John, number 1 is a cute little tank engine. And Grand Central and Echo Valley Railroad. Most numbers on your railroad are based off of IRL, scrap locomotives, mostly PRR, but a few Class 1s. That sounds cool. I really like this 280. I really do. It's just such a nice locomotive.
It is a nice one.
Yeah. I do want a C46 at some point.
Don't mind me as I dump half the coal onto the ground.
General, you're wasting coal.
I'm rolling coal.
Yes.
One might say that number 1 is a very useful engine.
No.
No.
That was the joke being made last week. When we got that damn locomotive.
Ah! I missed it.
What did you miss?
The water spout, but it didn't seem to care. Okay, that's how, yep, that's how that works. Cool. I'm not gonna question it. It just refilled the water through the smokestack.
Wait, you refilled through the what?
Yeah.
Yeah. It started. I wasn't lined up, but the water tower dipped down anyways and just filled up the water through the smokestack. So you know, whatever.
Well, that makes so much sense for you, General. Just doing things your strange Southern way.
Back in my day, we shoveled the water directly into the boiler. Didn't have none of these fancy injectors. You had to sit there and punch the water out and make sure it knew where it needed to go. Show it who's boss. I have no idea where I was going with this.
Also, I like how the bell model on here does not match the sound at all. Ding! A dong! A ding! A dong!
There's a bell mod?
No, not a bell mod. I'm saying the sound doesn't match the actual ringing animation.
Oh.
That's pretty close.
It's close-ish. At least with this one. No, Bandit, I will worry about it.
We're not worrying about it.
Yes.
You know what? This has inspired me. That's what you guys need to do on the broad top.
There's so much we could do on the broad top.
But I'm just saying, convert one of those mini mics you have to a tank locomotive.
No. Just no. You take your whore mouth and leave.
Yeah.
I think it'd be entertaining.
Midland does not like this idea.
Yeah.
Well, Midland doesn't have to like the idea.
So Midland,
Yes.
I'm gonna ask a question.
What question are you
You're gonna
going to
answer wisely. Out of all the tour guides you got to work with this past weekend, who was the best tour guide and why?
Oh, that's a very good question.
Uh,
They're all good in their own way. Oh. Having not worked many tours with most of them, I would say Justin and Steve are kind of tied for first.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. Justin and Steve are tied for first.
Do you hear this, everyone?
I got to hear your tour.
This
I
is
didn't
the
get to work with you on a tour.
Insubordination.
I got to observe your, and actually I didn't even get to observe really your tour. I only got to observe part of your tour.
Also, JSJ Inc. Yes, we're on the Blue Ridge and Western. However, the White Pass layout will not pay for itself. So if you really want me to bin it for $50, if you give it, we will make it happen.
Oh,
No. Again, circling back, pay attention to my wording there. That I worked with. I got to observe your tour, and you gave a wonderful tour.
I feel like he's like watching his words very carefully here, Chad.
he's skirting around the legal.
I
layout
got to
of
see
what you
half
gave.
of one of your tours. I did not get to see a whole tour. Would I love to do whole tours with you? Absolutely. The problem is you're busy most of the day, and understandably so.
Not even. So
Do you
what
hear
I'm
this,
hearing is
everyone?
You don't even,
Midland doesn't like my tour.
I'm hearing you don't even give Midland the time of day.
Shit. Okay, we're good.
Like, for the half a tour I saw, you were great. The problem is, between Justin and Steve, I've worked with them on about, at least between the two of them, 8 different tours.
And by the way, Luke Kibbe, I am drinking. Don't worry. Oh, fuck.
Oh god.
Oh my god. No, what do I do now? I've got the yin and the yang.
I guess
I have an idea. I can bin my train.
Guys, JSG Inc., thank you so much for the 50 Canadian. And then Big Bad John stopping in with $50 to do not bin any trains. What do I do?
I would say go with the freedom money.
freedom money.
What does that mean?
Freedom dollars, rather than Canadian dollars.
But JSJ's
All
also
per hour.
gifted several memberships and gave $20 earlier, so I must oblige.
I mean, we could make a compromise. I could bin my train.
Bandit, thank you so much for the $5. He's saying to not bid it. I feel like I have to bid it for JSJ's thing though.
I think you have to attempt to, in this scenario, you have to attempt to bin it and then fail.
What if you just?
Well,
what if you just
I'm picking up
drive-
speed as I'm heading towards the 30 curve.
What if you
Oh,
just
so am
drive
I.
so recklessly that you could just...
By the way,
Almost
Midland, we're
didn't
gonna have a
know.
meet at Ella.
All right, you get in there first. Or not?
Oh my God, JSJ Inc. with the $10 more when he gave
Are they
memberships.
doubling it?
We're doing it, JSJ Inc. We're gonna bin it.
They're, you're getting doubled down.
Oh my God. So much peer pressure. We're binning it. I've got the throttle on the ceiling. What's my cutoff at? We're going faster. Oh, that's an idea. Head-on collision. Okay, here we go. The 30 curve at 45. Oh, we're off.
And they're off.
But I gave you.
Oh my God.
God.
I think I'm on the ground.
Are you on the ground?
I'm on the ground. Oh God, how bad are we?
Now, chat. If you donate to Angry in the next few seconds, I could do a funny.
I could also do a funny.
Oh God, I think he means that if you donate now, he's going to do a head-on collision with me when half my train's on the ground. And Nick Stowe, welcome to the Crispy Bacon Operators. Thank you so much for joining us here.
Actually, hold on. Where did you guys stop? Oh, I still have time. I could do a funny.
Oh God, how bad is 40? Oh shit, 41%, 39%. Oh God, I'm gonna have to get this train fixed up.
No.
Oh God.
Wait, are they revenue cars?
90%. Yeah. Oh fuck. My tender's at 0. My engine's at 33.
Oh. Well, at least your engine's not at 0.
My tender is.
Do you have a very tender behind now?
Oh baby, I've always had a tender behind. Don't ask me how I know.
I'm dying.
Oh God. So yeah, I've got a locomotive at 33. Oh God! No! No, no, no!
No, no, no.
Oh God.
Do you got some bad touch stuff?
Oh
going
God,
on
this is
over
gonna be
there?
bad! This is gonna be bad!
I kind of want to go over there and look and see what chaos is unfolding. Don't do anything till I get there.
Oh God.
I see 2 locomotives on top of each other.
Hey General. I need you to come with a locomotive, please.
Do you need it?
I'm at 0%.
What's...
Or could this be an opportunity to buy another
No.
locomotive for the railroad?
No, the poor American. The poor American. You zeroed out its tender.
Oh my God.
Uh,
How many passenger cars are off? 0%, 12%, 66%.
Oh no, the entire passenger train. Oh.
We have one good passenger car. Or 2. We have like 2 good passenger cars now.
I would say that at this point, just out of necessity, you might need to buy another locomotive. Hold up. Let me quickly abandon my consist halfway up the hill.
Oh God, I'm being pushed.
Oh, sorry.
All right, let me tie some handbrakes on my log cars and abandon them partway up the hill before I didn't even get to L1 and you guys have already wrecked your train to the point where you need rescue.
Okay, so here's the question. We're gonna put another poll up in the chat.
Atlantic.
Hold on, I'm trying to end the fucking poll.
Here I come to save the day.
Let's see. What are our options? Uh,
Ugh.
I'm leading the audience, but I know what's going to be picked.
Atlantic.
Atlantic's not one of the options, General. The options
Why
for the
is
chat to
Atlantic-
vote on. P-18 Pacific. Wait, you're taking away my locomotive and you're leaving half my train. I don't like this. Are you taking it to the passing sighting at Ella?
I'm also making a passenger stop at Ella.
No, you have to fix up your shit.
I need to make a passenger stop.
Oh, God. Okay, so your options are a C-46 Connie, a P-18 Pacific, or we get an SW-1 and we bring the banana train to the Blue Ridge and Western. So far, people are saying the C-46.
Really?
Followed closely by the P-18. So the remaining passengers on this train are getting a very rare double header.
With a broken-ass choo-choo.
Let me
Oh,
ask this:
oof.
should I run? Actually, I guess it doesn't matter because I'm technically a double-ended locomotive. Never
It
mind.
really doesn't
Ignore my
matter.
question. All right. Am I even still needed?
Oh, the rain is here.
Now
The
we're all
sadness
sad, so we're bringing in the rain. Okay, fine. We've got 15 votes in. The answer is C-46.
So, am I needed or no?
Depending.
Okay, here's a question. Do I get the regular C-46, the C-46 Road Connie, or the C-46 Long Haul Connie?
Are we planning on making this a long-haul railroad?
I mean, I do plan to get to Alarka and Alarka Junction.
But that's not really a long haul.
No. Let's say maybe a road.
Oh no!
You can always put it up to our vote. Hold up, what'd that say? Wow.
Man, the revenue dip.
I'm thinking the Road
it's not
Connie
like we
is going to
had-
be the call. We need to get all these cars in to get fixed up, damn it.
We will.
It's not like they had crippling neck damage or anything like that from the crash.
Oh no, totally. They totally didn't.
First off. So we don't have this problem in the future. Second.
You think that would have prevented this?
PTC could have prevented this.
But when Midland gets permission to go full chaos, nothing can
Well,
stop.
now
it.
we're 30,000 in debt.
Because I have $30,000 in credit card debt. Give me... Wow, that's super quiet. Why is that so quiet? Ow, that hurt.
Also, Midland may or may not have needed to let off a little bit of stress.
Mm.
Therefore, alright, Angry, did you re-rail all of your cars?
Yes.
Okay.
Here I come to save the day.
Oh god, my character was falling through the earth.
That was
Alrighty.
less than ideal.
Suboptimal.
Such a bigger locomotive.
Is
Big
it
time.
chunky?
We gonna get chunky.
Ugh.
What's it?
Don't worry about it. Just a certain whistle I just tried. Also, I apologize if you hear any coughing in the background. I'm trying to spare you the worst of it.
Now, whatever you guys do, don't donate again so I immediately bin my brand new locomotive.
Hey guys,
Or
it
do
sounds
it,
like you should.
so I can hit on him with the already damaged logging Mikado.
Urban Rally Racer.
Oh god, Urban Rally Racer, thank you for the $5.
I mean,
Ashley slides you another $5. Do it again.
dear God.
Urban Rally Racer, was that a do another Bork, or was that a just a nice thing for you to do? Because I'm afraid. I'm not very
I
afraid.
have arrived on the scene, and it does not look pretty. Do we have Bryson?
Yes.
We do
Yes.
have Bryson. Are you good over there, Midland? I will take that as a yes.
Does Midland need a new locomotive as opposed to 440?
Well, the tender's at 0% and the engine is at 58%.
I would say that as a upgrade, yes, let's call it upgrade from the 440. He needs to have a, 442 in Atlantic.
I don't know. The P18 was in second place.
But you didn't let the people. You didn't even give the people the choice of the Atlantic.
Well, people, tell me if you want an Atlantic. Tell me what locomotive you want. I'm going to tell you flat out, we are not getting a Burke. We're not getting a Santa Fe.
Wait, which direction are you going with this, Midland?
Going to Whittier.
Nope, we're going to Ella. You're wrong. This is called I have more tractive effort than you.
But yeah, let me know what
Are
engine.
you trying to bleed the train? Are you going in the hole or am I going in the hole?
Well, we're looking for a passenger engine, Frisco.
I know you didn't just put the. Did you just put the?
Could it join Switzerland on that question and be
Wow.
neutral? Wow.
Quit sticking handbrakes on my train. Are you going in the hole or am I going in the hole?
Well, you apparently have switching to do, so that information should.
Well, if we're looking at passenger locomotives, either the Atlantic could be good. I don't want a K35 on this railroad. Don't hate me. I don't
I
want
think
one.
the P18 would be fine, be sufficient.
Yeah.
What was that one I had a minute ago? Was it this one?
Okay, we're almost full on coal and water. All right, the new Connie is ready to go and rescue something.
I probably should. Why is my brakes not working? My brakes are not working. Brakes are not working.
What the hell's going on?
Brakes are not working. You cut out my locomotive. We're good. There may have been some Midland shenanigans at play.
And they would have been unintentional Midland shenanigans because I was trying to do this on my own and you kept getting in the way.
You cut out my locomotive as
Yes,
it was
because I was going to
hurtling
use
towards
my
you.
locomotive to move the whole mess, and then you decided you wanted to come this way.
Because I was told to.
The
He was
railroad
told
plans
to.
change.
I'm sorry, did you just say it's your railroad plans change?
No, I said it's the railroad plans change.
Yeah, but remember, I am the fat controller of this son of a bitch. And I have made my call. Thank you.
Yes.
It took me a second to find it.
The big train is here. Oh, hell,
Stop,
the
we're
big
loading the
train.
big
train. Hold on a moment.
Epsilon, what is a Baltic? I'm not familiar with that term.
Oh, that's the 466. That's the Boston Albanese.
Oh, yeah.
466 tanks.
Unfortunately, I don't believe we have those.
We do not.
Or else I would already be insisting we have one.
All right, I'm going to take the passing sighting at Whittier proper, waiting for Midland to get down here.
So,
I would say
Angry?
number one, come on back and resume your duties.
at duty.
Unless
I
you
was
want to
gonna
do any
add-
switching while you're there. But the cars are all
Well-
fucked, so
Yeah, well,
I wanna
was
take
at
'em to
3
Bryson
and
so they
I'm at 0.
not deliver us 0.
Okay.
Angry, I do have a question.
I have an answer.
Why is the tender of that Connie lettered for the Black River in Western?
No, it's not.
Hey, I just realized I should have put brakes on that train.
That would be helpful, yes.
As it slowly rolls away from my tank locomotive. Yes. I just popped the coupler and all of a sudden it starts rolling away.
All I'm going to say with regards to what is on the tender of that locomotive now, depending on the circumstance, that might be entirely true. Because Midland can be kind of a dick.
Alrighty, well, we'll wait for our locomotive to get up here so we can have a meet with the Midland.
Are you waiting for me or do you want me to wait for you?
How would you like your meat? Rare, medium, rare?
I'll head up to meet you at Ela, if that is alright, good sir.
Okay. I need to go get some water anyways.
Water? What are you getting?
Water, the thing that both steam locomotives and human beings need to survive.
So Angry, would you like your meat rare, medium?
Medium rare.
Oh, I have a bad story. I have a story from my birthday weekend, by the way.
Oh?
So, I meant to take a picture of it specifically to make you jealous. But we went to Texas Roadhouse, and we got a cactus blossom, which is their version of the bloomin' onion. But I also got a steak, you know, because birthday. I ordered the steak medium, and to my horror and disbelief, it came out well done.
I'll show you something
pretty
that's
much-
well done.
That's about all I got for the story. Yeah, it was straight up like gray, no pink in the middle whatsoever.
That's not cool. Wait,
No.
the window on the door? What? They modeled that?
What?
Look at my screen.
Hold up.
Hold on, let me share in here so you can see.
Oh, you're doing it in Discord?
Yeah, I'm doing it in Discord.
One moment of favor.
Oh, they did. Holy cow. That is
Ah.
cool. We are now very amused.
I am a child.
Happy brain chemical go burr.
So, here's something interesting that happened this weekend. My brother came to visit my parents and didn't tell me.
How dare he?
Yeah.
How do you find that out anyway?
Because I called my mother for her birthday, and she's like, "Oh yeah, by the way, your brother's here." I'm like, "What?"
They didn't
Huh.
say anything?
Yeah.
Was he just trying to keep it a surprise?
Apparently.
Okay.
Yeah. I much prefer to have my meat medium rare, because then if it's overcooked, it's usually just medium, as opposed to well done.
Well, I made the mistake of trusting the chef because the last time I was there, which I guess was about a year ago, they did a good job about it. So that was my mistake.
Yeah, and for steaks and such, I prefer medium rare. For burgers, I'll go medium usually. Even with all that damage.
So here's what's gonna happen, Midland. We're gonna fix up that train when it gets back to Bryson.
Back to Bryson.
Yeah. That won't be fixed well in fucking that place.
In Whittier?
Yeah, it won't fit.
Is there
It
a way
will,
to stack
Bryson.
text on the side of? Is there a way to stack text on the side of the?
Yeah, you can add a break.
Yeah, it's
How do you
neat
do that?
break. Bracket, BR bracket. Or like the angle bracket. Sorry. But yeah, angle bracket, BR, angle bracket.
Do you have to have spaces, or does it have to be like capital?
No
No,
capitals or
lowercase
spaces,
usually.
I don't think. It's like open bracket, BR, close bracket.
Ah, I got it.
So, Angry, you want this fixed when it gets to Bryson. Okey-dokey.
I got a treat for Angry whenever he gets to Ella.
I met Ella. I just
He's
passed
already
you.
there.
Oh,
He
I
just
was-
flew
I'm
through.
I'm not paying attention whatsoever. I'm not even at my screen right now. That should tell you something.
Wow.
But I'll let you discover what's on the side
Wow,
of the pink locomotive.
JSG, you're putting some shade on right now. Prefer your meat cooked. Medium rare is cooked. Thank you very much.
Medium rare
You
is
could-
in fact cooked. In
With a
fact, there's a
good
lot of
steak.
chefs that say it's the best way to have a steak.
And they're
Because
right.
otherwise you
Yeah.
start losing flavor.
And Kiriara, welcome. You've only missed some chaos.
Now there is another extreme to it. You could go to the absolute other extreme and cause some fights by asking someone for a blue steak.
Ooh, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Yeah, KDR, you missed a minor amount of chaos.
Well, we talked about the G-scale for a bit, and that was fun. And then people paid for me to crash a train, and that was fun. And now we bought another locomotive, and that's fun.
And we're now $30,000 in debt.
And that's fun.
Yeah. Also, we have an interchange in 2.5 hours, meaning like an hour in game. God, this locomotive's such bigger than the C-25. Dear Lord.
Such bigger, much wow.
Pretty much.
Such bigger, much wow.
Okay. All right, number one, you can roll out. I am taking the train from here.
Okay. Did you look at the side of number one?
God damn it, Loch Ness Monster, I don't want your tree fitty.
I said, boy.
God damn. Friggin' heck.
Actually, how big does that text look like if I just do this?
Hold on, we can make this bigger.
That works. You missed what I... Yeah. You missed it. Went right past you. Speaking of missing things, you say that you're here. Yes? How are you scaling it up?
Check the...
Hold on.
Boy!
Boy. Also, you say you're here, yes?
I've left. I've left with the train.
Okay. I might be going schizophrenic again. I am in fact
Okay.
going schizophrenic.
Well,
again.
here's the thing, JSJ. I also prefer my burgers cooked, but usually a burger is easy to overcook. So again, by asking for it to be,
Slightly undercooked.
Hold on. Angry for reference. This is what I see.
the color text mod does not use Unity Mod Manager. That is naturally in game, I believe.
Yeah. General, I think what's happening there is you don't have the most recent version of one of those mods, and it just massively desynced.
But which mod
Could
does he not
be.
have?
Probably Tenders.
I
Find it,
should
yeah.
have all of the mods, I thought. Okay, for the immediate, it's not going to affect me in my logging duties.
Correct.
It won't.
Hey,
Correct.
Midland, are you leaving Whittier?
I'm attempting to leave Whittier, but I'm also going slow because I have a feeling you're about to ask me to hold for you.
It would be appreciated.
Okay, then.
As I weeble wobble my way around the curves.
As he weeble wobbles his way around the curves.
Oh,
Hi
yeah.
ho, the Dario. He weeble wobbles
Yeah.
his way around the curves.
So,
Yeah,
so
one of my
Angry, do you want to
mods
know
is-
what the generous supporters of
pissed.
my channel were able to help me obtain?
What?
Another 128 gigabyte SD card.
Nice.
Angry, I just ran over you, by the way.
And nothing of value was lost.
Your character's just standing in the middle of the rails.
Actually, I should be
menacingly.
less
Morbid.
morbid and
Self-depreciating.
self-deprecating. My therapist recommended I stop doing that.
Well, good.
I've
You should
heard
stop doing
therapists tend to know what they're talking about.
In fact, that was what I was doing before I got on today. Therapy. And it was good.
That's good. Doing well and everything?
So far.
Oh, my locomotive's doing the shimmy, shimmy, shake down the line.
Still haven't turned that setting down.
No, not the weeble wobble. It's doing shimmy, shimmy, shake.
Well,
Not the lean. Well, I mean, it is leaning. I still haven't turned that down, no. But it's like rattling down the line.
it's hunting back and forth.
Yes,
It's hunting wabbits.
Wabbit.
doing the broad top shuffle.
Why is it the broad top shuffle?
Because I have deemed it so. So saith the general, so shall it be.
Interesting.
I should probably not take that at 45.
I mean, entirely up to you.
Wow, no response. There you go.
Sorry, I'm blowing for a crossing.
Not you.
Some of the whistles aren't working in the whistles mod.
Do you have the latest whistle mod?
I thought I did.
Also, guys, there's
Also-
a small chance that I might have a date this upcoming weekend.
Excellent.
Maybe. I am talking with someone on a dating app, and she seems really sweet. And the conversation's
Wonderful.
good, so we'll see.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit, I'm on the wrong track. Oh, well.
Uh-oh. 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 We're good. But yeah, that's great about your possible date.
Possible.
Yes.
Curse my possible but inevitable betrayal.
That's a movie I need to see again. It's been a while since I've watched that movie.
What movie's that from?
It's Firefly. It's the movie Serenity.
Yeah.
Curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal.
I don't know if I've ever seen that movie.
You should.
Possible but inevitable.
Yes.
Sounds
Curse
contradictory.
your sudden but inevitable betrayal.
Curse your sudden but inevitable date. No. No, we've been talking for a little bit. She sounds nice. I just need to, I think when we get closer to the middle of the week, I'm going to formally ask her out and like we'll go from there. I kind of picked her brain of like, when are you available? She said weekends.
You should go to her with a ring pop and say, "Will you date me?"
Yeah, with a ring pop of all things.
All things.
Yeah.
That sounds
I
very
know,
kindergarten of you, General.
There's a reason I'm still single.
Oh, there's a reason I'm still single too. So at this point, I'm not even really looking. It's just like, I'm gonna do my thing and be me and see what happens.
Yes. I don't know. I should probably put myself out there a little bit more. So good on you, Angry, for actually getting out there and going after it.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
It really is tough nowadays.
It is. My running theory is, I'm gonna be me and do what I want, and whoever.
So your
ends
left
up-
hand? I'm sorry.
Oh, God.
Or is it your right? Is it all righty or?
Oh God.
I mean, sometimes you just gotta swap it up.
But it's one of those things like the friends that he's brought up and the rare have just become such a big part of my life. Whoever does eventually, if ever, end up liking me in that way is going to have to learn very quickly and from the get-go to put up with it. So it's like, why change anything?
Because there's no women in the friends that he's brought up.
I mean, that's entirely accurate, yes.
There's no women on the internet either.
Well, clearly there's at least one.
No, I hear something about catfish getting online.
General, have you been looking at the boomer blogs again?
I don't know. I heard something about sentient catfish. I don't know.
I think General's been reading the boomer blogs again.
No women on the EBT yet. I mean, you're not wrong.
I mean, there could be. You don't know. L3. I don't want to take these to L3.
Well, too bad.
One might
You will
say working with it is elementary, dear Watson.
Mimes. Fine, I'll just take the L and take him to L3. By the way, is this what's staying on the side of number 1 forever now?
Just the boy.
No, I mean, I actually put periods between it so we can make up an industry name for it.
Big ol' Italians. By the way, I'm heading for the Y in Bryson.
Alright, I
Just
just
in
left
case.
Ella, so you got time.
Boilers and Olson Industries? I don't know.
Big ol' Inside belly buttons? I don't know.
Big ol' insects.
I just got something really dark and I'm not saying it.
Oh God.
I'm
You're going to refrain.
Therapist. I have a brilliant idea. I'm gonna change it to something real quick. Don't mind me.
I might put in our little text chat what I was going to say
Okay.
and then immediately delete it so it's not there.
By the way, I've successfully changed it. If you want to take a gander.
Okay, just tell me that you've seen the thing before I delete it. It's 1 and 2 and now that is gone.
And it's enough.
And done.
Hello, ZVK Studios. We're currently fixing up a bin, in case you're wondering. We had a head-on collision, and we also had a derailment, which may or may not have been the fault of
Hence
Big Bad
Hence
John
why-
and JSJ Inc.
Hence why number 2 is very, very brown and crunchy.
Why number 2 is at 0%.
Number 2 was not at 0%, and then it was. In a very rapid and exploratory fashion.
Exploratory head-on collision.
Yes,
I don't like that.
for science. It was a scientific experiment.
I'm sorry.
Owls and Chains. All I can think of with your post is the Sean Connery Celebrity Jeopardy skits on SNL. I'll take the rapist for 20. That's therapist, Mr. Connery. I'll take anal bum cover for 100. That's an album cover. Anyone else see those?
Yep. Yep.
Yep, 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 yep.
Yep. Uh-huh. Yep. Uh-huh.
Because that's the way, I like it.
You like it?
Uh-huh. But yeah, Angry, I've changed the side of the number 1 to something I'm very passionate about.
Flying unicorns?
Frogs. Or fish.
Hold on. I'm trying to clear the main before Midland gets here.
I'm sure if you don't, he will clear it for you.
I'll clear your mother. Exactly, Urban Rally Racer. I'll take famous horse semen for... That's famous horseman, Mr. Connery. No. See? Whore, like your mother. Semen. It's right there. Such a damn good bunch of skits. Yes. Also, if it sounds quiet, I'm also messaging this girl that I may or may not be going on a date with, so my apologies for my complete unprofessionalism while on stream. As I try to woo a pretty girl.
It turns out that she watches your streams.
That would be honestly kind of funny.
Well, There's no one in chat that would I think remotely have the name that she has. If she is watching right now, that would be terrifying. You know.
Mm.
But if so,
This is
hi.
what-
Okay, but real talk, what would it take for them to be able to put 2 and 2 together that the random railroader streamer that they're watching online at 8:50 on a Monday?
So, actually, vaguely on that subject, Angry, have you told General what happened on what was it, Saturday?
No. But I don't know what you're referencing, and because of that, I don't want you to say it out loud to the audience.
You can always put it in the handy dandy text chat.
I'm DMing it to be on the safe side. I know we've talked about it before.
Ebbelson, thank you for the $10. Fine, I'll go full speed over the turntable. As I leave the turntable. Oh
Into
shit,
the roundhouse.
that's the wrong locomotive. That's the locomotive I want. See, that's full speed, right? I can't really do full speed when I'm already on the turntable.
Yeah,
Also, I have cars to fetch. Wait, why did you change Midland?
Oh,
I mean, it fits.
If I had a nickel for every time I heard that.
You would have 2 nickels.
3, actually.
Oh,
Whoa.
also Angry, I DM'd you.
No, we already talked about that.
Oh, we did?
Yeah, on Saturday, I think.
it wasn't here Saturday.
Oh, there was somebody who recognized. Well, no, I shouldn't say recognized. There was a kid who visited the EBT and made several references that they were watching Heiss's videos, and we may or may. Oh wait, why am I going all the way back here? Oh god. Oh god. Oh boy, here we go. I don't like this anymore.
Oh.
Thank you, CVK Studios. I'm so sorry I'm about to do this.
Before you do, would you at least like to see what the locomotive stands for?
Hold on. Oh no, you don't. Oh no, you don't. You ho.
What?
The chat told me to do a thing, so I'm doing the thing.
Is he running away from you?
He's changing my tracks on me. Also, you're still unloading passengers at Bryson, I want you to know.
I know.
So stop and unload your passengers. But it's okay, this is only going to hurt a little bit. Midland,
All gonna hurt.
stop your train.
No, I will at some point.
Midland, come back here. ZVK has told me to bork you. And now I can't even bork your... Well, I could bork your train, but I need to get your train to get fixed.
Why'd you put the handbrake on?
You know, the more I think about it, the more I wonder if this is actually stream appropriate. Where are you two at, anyways? Are you chasing him around the Y?
Oh no! Somebody cut out my brakes! Oh no!
Oh, that's right. I can't see Angry's locomotive.
I think we're done borking people now. I need to get my trains fixed.
How badly?
Yeah, I'm paying down the debt. It's not going well.
I mean, technically, I just put myself in the perfect position for you to fulfill CVK's request. I'm not too far away.
I had such a good safety rating before today.
Give it one YouTube chat. Anyway, I think CVK also interrupted in the middle of the story that you didn't get to finish.
Yeah.
Yes, you talking about.
So I was giving a tour of the shops, and the kid made a comment about Kenoshaing, which I forget where it popped up in the conversation.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly.
Yeah. But I made a mental note of, okay, he obviously is a Heist fan. And, well, like 2/3 of the way into the tour, when they were wandering around the machine shop, I'm like, oh, you made a comment earlier about borking. Are you in the Heist Cord? Or Kenoshaing, are you in the Heist Cord? He's like, yeah. And I said, okay. Well, do you know who that person is who's walking over there? No. That's Midland 1072 Productions. That's the Midland? Also, we're doing this for you.
Listen to me, boy. Pay
You
attention
stick
when I'm
a
talking
kid on
to you.
Midland,
That boy's about as sharp as a bowling ball.
is what I'm hearing.
Oh god, how brown did I just get this? Oh fuck!
Al Brown?
1%.
Well, that's angry.
Do I
That's
have-
one more. That's 1% more than 1223 is now.
Technically, it's 1% more than you need.
Well, I think I know how we're ending the stream.
Do I have the only functional locomotive right now?
That is correct.
Are you gonna come up here and try to wreck my locomotive?
No, I can't. But I'm barely moving. My
I mean, you
engine
could
is old
technically-
and crusty.
I mean, you could technically lie in ambush at Whittier if you could make it that far.
No, I could barely. I have my. This engine is barely moving as is.
Uh,
Holy crap, ass Batman.
Nah. Negatory. No. My train. Stop it. You will not wreck my glorious tank locomotive.
Whoa, CVK Studios, uncalled for. My mother is a nice lady.
Quit. Cut it. Quit. Stop it. Midland, I demand you cease. I'm trying to actually make the railroad money.
No money will be made today.
Yeah. Allow me, please. Allow me to at least get the cars. How's about this? If you at least let me get the cars out of the siding, I will let you do whatever you want with the controls.
God, this train is going so fucking slow now.
I require assistance. Mr. Ragtimer, I require assistance.
What do you need me to do?
I currently have a gremlin at the controls.
So, let's see. Now you don't.
That's awesome.
Guess I'll put him back to Train Master.
Can you at least wait until after I finish my switching move?
Is he back on it?
Not yet.
I'm in the cab with you.
Just because you're in the cab with him doesn't mean you're not in my controls.
He's in the computer.
In your walls.
In your walls. He's in the boiler. Also, how is the limping going over there?
Oh, there's a lot of limping.
So the brand new Connie is at 1%. The 040 I'm assuming is zeroed out.
Yes.
The other Connie also got zeroed out. So yeah, the current only functional, semi-functional locomotive we have on the railroad is the little logging tank Mikado.
And technically, number 4 is moving at 1%. So
Okay, but I said reasonably functional. Like actually able to do work.
yes, that would be correct.
So yeah, Midland. So you had someone fanboying over you at the broad top.
It was kind of a neat experience. I also
Mhm.
kind of didn't entirely know what to make of what was happening.
You didn't understand why you suddenly had a excited.
It wasn't
Yeah.
necessarily that. It was halfway through the day, and it was raining, and my brain was like in a mode of like chores, work, yada yada. So when it happened, I'm like, it took me a second to realize what was happening.
See, ZVK Studios, see, it's because of people like you and Bandon and fucking Big Bad John and all that these things happen.
I have a quick question.
Yes?
Are all these? Is this entire length of train going to fit, or are you gonna have to like shove?
Oh,
The
the engine's
440.
going in to get fixed, don't worry. In the roundhouse.
Okay. This is gonna definitely be one of the. This is definitely gonna be a switching move.
One of the switching moves of all time.
Yeah. Hold on, what is? Okay. To
I'm
make things a little easier on you, Angry, I'm gonna move number 2 over a stall.
Can you also turn it so it's facing the correct way in there?
Yes.
I am currently completing the authentic logging railroad experience. Putting it in the big hole to stop and then starting on a 3% grade.
Yes.
Angry.
Yeah.
Okay. For a second, I'd be like,
I'm sorry, every time I look at the side of the locomotive, just the lettering.
Grimsdale, you're dangerous, which is something I both love and hate about you.
Chaos reigns. You know, one thing I have been half wondering about, since you just did your G scale showcase, should Midland, and then I guess followed by me if I decide to actually make a YouTube channel and be active on it, make a HO scale and OM30 showcase?
Yes.
Possibly. Might happen.
Big Bad John, thank you for the $20. Hey, at least I requested you not destroy your railroad. Yes, you're correct.
You are the one.
You are correct.
One voice of reason in a sea of chaos.
One man, alone, abandoned by his community.
Icer, you could have dropped money too, but you like saving money and not spending it. That is a-okay. No one is obligated to spend money on my streams. Obviously, y'all do it for the funny, or you do it for the fun support, and every little bit is appreciated, but no one's ever obligated.
Hold on.
Or number 2 is at 1%, but it's that 1% is enough to at least get it moved over.
What the heck happened to all my favorites?
Green is not a creative color. Why the fuck is that stuck in my head? Y'all ever just get "Don't hug me, I'm scared" stuck in your head?
Not on a regular basis, but occasionally.
Where is that at?
Well, Icer, I appreciate it, and I do, like, all of the money that does get donated to me, like, is long-term going towards the Garden Railroad Fund. As I've said before, I do need to pay down some of the credit card debt, which is also associated with that goddamn Garden Railroad. But there will come a time where suddenly you'll see, like, Angry just bought a lot of pavers, or Angry just bought some soil.
Yep.
And you'll know what's happening.
For a small donation of only $5, you too can help an angry Ragtimer get over his G-gauge addiction.
Like, I'm so, like, I don't want to say I'm too small, but I've thought about, like Throne or some of those other things of, like, hey, here's the fund for the outdoor layout, and here's kind of the, like, it's going to take $1,000 for the landscaping ties or the pavers, and then it's going to be another, you know, $200 for soil, and here's the amount for conduit. You know.
I mean, that would just be setting your goals and keeping your community updated on what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it encouraging people to throw money at you necessarily.
Yeah. And I will certainly keep people posted on how things go with it. Okay, I've got to run around number 1223 here so I can shove it in.
Did you at least ask for permission first? And the deafening silence speaks volumes.
Also, I am worried because this could be the weekend where Ross Rowland shows up at the Broad Top again.
Yeah, he said he was going to the banquet on Friday night.
Which means he will obviously show up. So if you have any Ross Rowland horror stories, please put them in the chat. Because I've only met him once, and that was a time.
I have never met him.
I've yet to meet him.
Ross Roland's outside and he owes me money. Exactly, Roblox vintage cars.
Dear train game developers, give us hand signals. Really? This pilot stuff's not
Where's
here?
that at?
Yeah, can I enlighten us with my time? So, when the EBT returned Steam last year, I managed the gift shop and I managed a few other things, and I got a message from Ross Roland on the gift shop account saying, you know, hey, I'm going to be at the railroad, and I am ordering a bandana and a railroad engineer hat, and I want it delivered to this place. And I'm like, no, we're not going to deliver for you. You can pick it up at the railroad. And he finally shows up, and the first thing I could think of, because I have never seen a picture of Ross Roland. I'd only heard of him. He looked like a weird cross between like Uncle Fester and someone else from the Addams Family, and Lurch from the Addams Family. I was like, what the fuck is this old man? And it's fucking Ross Roland. And we had a very brief conversation. I did not insult him, but I'm like, oh god, it's him. Like, it's Ross Roland.
What are the odds he watches your YouTube?
I sure hope not.
I was about to say, Angry, you want to stop?
God, roundhouse kick. I can't kick. There's no brakes or anything to stop on that locomotive. And Urban Rally Racer, thank you for the $2. You guys have been very generous tonight, and I really appreciate that. I now almost have enough for a fifth of the pavers that I would need, or at least landscaping ties.
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh god, I'm on the front of the locomotive. Wait, how did my agent become number 630?
You have caused confusion and delay.
No, you're gonna spin me around so I'm in there properly. So spin it, bitch.
Huh, I think I figured out why I can't find that soundboard clip.
Why? Is it in one of the tall trees?
No, I think it was in the Bone Zone, and apparently I'm no longer a member of that. Not sure why.
I can't see the Bone Zone thing either.
Do you guys not have Nitro?
I have Nitro.
I can see it. And you're still in there, Angry, and I thought General was still in there last I saw it.
Just all of a sudden I know that a lot of the sound clips that I had access to that I think were from the Bone Zone are gone.
Kitty R, if you're not sure who Ross Roland is, I will let you look that up on your own time. He's both a legend and a scourge on the railroading community.
That's your homework for the evening. Folks, go research Ross Roland. Do that one again. Yeah, because that's all off the Bone Zone, isn't it?
Some of it is, some of it's some other servers.
Alrighty, well...
I don't know.
Ross Roland is outside. He owes me money.
That's the sound clip I was looking for.
Alrighty, well, I think with that, because Ross Rowland's outside and he owes me money, we're going to end the stream here tonight. So thank you to all of you for donating, for hanging out with us, checking out some G-Gauge, checking out some Railroader, and for absolutely fucking over my railroad. Y'all are
But
great.
wait, you still haven't looked at the locomotive.
Fine, hold on.
The one functional locomotive we have left.
No!
What?
No MILFs!
It's Mountain Industrial Lumber and Forestry. Or it could be Man, I Love Frogs. Your choice. It doesn't even fit on the train.
And on that note,
Hold on.
You typo much? Are you just gradually increasing the size?
All right.
Is that a threat or a promise?
All right. And with that, we'll call it here.
Also,
Thank you
who's
so
in control
much.
of my train? Who's controlling my train? Who's controlling my train?
Midland, I will take away your power again. Okay, let's go ahead and put this locomotive to bed. And just to make sure.
Russia will rise again.
Alrighty. Now, with all that done.
Are you sure it's done? Is it truly ever done?
Yes. Thank you to everyone for tuning in, helping out, all the people who commented, subscribed, donated, all that fun stuff. We appreciate every single one of you. If you have not yet joined the Angrydome, our Discord server, please consider doing so. And if you are not yet a member of YouTube, please consider doing so. It's a lot of fun. And we appreciate you. Thank you to everyone for tonight. I'm going to sleep the next fucking day because I have not had a day off in over a week.
yeah,
So that's going to happen. And remember,
Ross Rowland is outside. He owes me money.
and because he owes me money, we're going to end it here. Thank you again, everyone. Have a great night. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.